AB, spin that shit. Let's go.
It's the move. Big Sconey on the groove. New topics every day. What's the news? And we never lose. What's the word gonna choose? And you know we going up. Don't get confused. Baby, it's the move. It's the move.
What's up? Welcome to another edition of The Move. And today, we're going to talk about Remy Ma and Papoose. Interesting story, right? So, the thing about it, it's always weird how people have deep opinions about the relationships of others, right? So, the way I look at it, Papoose he always been a stand-up guy to me, in my personal opinion. I look at him as basically like, he's a dope rapper. Not really my style of music, but again, I can appreciate it. I grew up on the old school hip-hop from the 80s, you know, lyricism and all that good stuff, so I can appreciate it. But again, it's just not my cup of tea, so to speak. At the same time, he has just a different style, basically, right? But at the same time, when I saw him and Remy get together, I personally, I dug it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, Remy is a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? And she was a dope artist as well. So it's like one of them hip-hop couples, you know what I mean? So it was cool, but see, when you break down their relationship without judgment, right? Just the fact that, people have the right to get tired of someone, you know what I mean? To change their mind about being in a relationship and all that kind of good stuff, right? But people would like to say Remy owes him something because he held her down, right? But it's like, how many years did she do in prison? I can't remember, but I know it wasn't. Basically, the time she did in prison is probably less than the time they've been together, you know, since she's been out. So it's kind of like, if you really want to say she owe him some years, she probably gave them to him already. And she gave him a child. People can get tired of people. And she got that right. Even if it was a year after she got out of prison, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Now, people can always also say, hey, why she have to get with the dude that's a rapper, or however you want to look at it, right? You know, people date how they date. You know, it's a lot of times people date people in there and they circle. You know what I mean? How you going to get to know somebody that you don't know, that you're not around, that you never come in contact with? That's like saying, if Jay-Z and Beyonce broke up, I'm the next in line. And I ain't never met the lady. I'm not in her circles. I'm never going to be where she's going to be, no time soon anyway. So it's like, it's very unlikely, almost impossible. Not necessarily impossible, but almost impossible, right? So the reality of it is this. Let's look at how many times all of us probably know someone that's been incarcerated, right? A fella that's been incarcerated, and some chick was holding him down. Sometimes it's a big chick. Sometimes it's a not so cute chick, right? Nonetheless, somebody held him down, and a lot of times them dudes be using the chick, right? And sometimes it's real love. And sometimes it's just exactly what we looking at Remy as, you know. I wouldn't say I'm not looking at her like that, but some people looking at her like she was just taking advantage of Pap, right? Taking advantage of the situation. Maybe he just walked her down, you know what I mean? As far as he was into her, she wasn't really into him, but hell, she in jail. She needs somebody, and he there. Situationship, right? All this could be true. Does it matter, man? Does it matter? It really don't to me. But again, since everybody want to talk about it, I look at it like this. Pap did some stand-up-ish, right? He held his chick down for whatever it was worth. And now, if the rumors are true, it's taking its course. You know, it's time to move on. If she's moved on, he gotta move on, right? And it is what it is, man. He's still a player. You know what I mean? You're a man to me. You know, you can't control the emotions or the actions of others. So if she did what she did, whatever she did does not define Pap, in my opinion. You know, what a woman does, what a man does. When a man cheats on a woman, how does that define that woman? A lot of chicks will be like, oh, you stupid. And yeah, they say that if you take him back. And they'll say that about Pap. If the rumors are true, she cheated with the dude, just like the Will Smith situation, man. Look, I'll say this. I don't call people dumb, stupid, all those names for doing what they do. What I say is, and this is my truth, I wouldn't do it. As they say, to each his or her own. I wouldn't do it. But they have a right to choose what you want to choose. We can't really say it's the wrong thing. It's just what we wouldn't do, right? So, let's let them people live, man. Shout out to Pap. Shout out to Remy. Hopefully this stuff ain't true, you know. But again, if it is, I got no dog in that fight. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for love, rooting for black people. But sometimes it just don't work like that. It is what it is, right? So they'll figure it out. It's not our place to figure it out for them, help them figure it out, none of that stuff, right? So I guess we'll see in the end. Hope this, you know, this little conversation with y'all give you a little insight on how we should all be feeling towards others, man. Let them people live, man. For real. But I get it. We're going to have opinions about it. It don't have to be so rough. We don't have to push our opinions on people. Just state it. Just state how you feel. Say how you feel. Leave it at that. Don't call that man out his name. Don't call that woman out her name. That's between them. You're not even a relative. You know, you're just a person out here, as Remy would say. You only talking because you got a mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Let them people live, yo. Man, until next time, man. It's the move, dog. Peace out.
It's the move.